Okay, so today we're making escondidinho. Dimitri's looking at me like, what is that exactly? What is that? So escondidinho means hidden. So it's a hidden food. So that's what is fun about escondidinho, because you never know what is under the layer of the cassava puree. Ha! Very fun. Okay, all right. Maybe it's not that funny, okay? But today we are making escondidinho with shrimps, which is a delicious one and it's very easy to find it around, nice and fresh. But the traditional one, it's with carne seca, which is the dry beef that I also made a video about it. I guess you guys can see it on my, I can put the video for you guys. Yeah, so also like my videos, remember that. So first thing that we want to do is boil the cassava. I have here some cassava that I already bought frozen peeled, which is quite easy and handy to do it. And I think it's easier to find it around in different countries than the fresh one. So what we want to do is just boil like a potatoes that you're making kind of like a mashed potato. Just add it into cold water and make sure you have even pieces of cassava so they all cooked at the same time. Adding some salt to the pan to give a little nice seasoning, and gonna go to the stove until it's nice and soft. So this is the ingredients that we need. I have here just a nice clean shrimps already peeled. I bought it like this because I was not in the mood to peel shrimps today. I also have red and green chilies, some herbs, which is coriander, parsley, and the spring onions, cheese to put it on top to make a nice gratin. And I also have here the cream cheese, the catupiry that I made the other video, and you saw the last week video. It's and I made it like a very big batch, so I put it in the freezer, which is a good tip for you guys, so you guys can do that. I also have some red onions and a lime for seasoning, coconut milk, of course some salt and pepper, and also some milk too, because we are going to adjust the consistency of the cassava puree with coconut milk and milk, which this is not the traditional recipe way to do it, but it's my way to do it and I love it. Okay, so the cassava, it's nice and soft. It took around like 40 minutes to get to this point, but I don't want to overcook. So what I want is a little bit firm already, and when I press it, it starts breaking. Okay, so that's good. We don't want to super, because then the consistency won't be very nice. And I don't know if you guys remember from the bobó de camarão, we want to get rid of the veins of the cassava. This is very tough and it's not nice to eat, so you want to get rid of these pieces over here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just strain this water and pick the little pieces and then mash.
Falaram que meu choro tava repetitivo, de amolar os ouvidos pra eu logo trabalhar, pra eu não esquentar minha cabeça.
Okay, so the cassava puree is here resting. In the meantime, I'm gonna make the shrimp, which is already clean, nice and ready to go. I also added a little bit of lime to marinate. It's quite nice. So I just want to get the wok hot. And then I'm going to add the manteiga de garrafa that I also made a video, and it's nice, it's super nice and give a super interesting taste to the dish, and it's very easy to make. It's quite fun to make. And of course you can use normal butter or oil, olive oil, whatever you guys want to use as a source of fat. And then the shrimp's gonna go.
Quando bater aquela
On this point, you want to turn on your oven at 200 degrees. Red onions.
Se não resolver, clama por dia.
And the chilies, green and red chilies. Put as much as you want, okay guys? If you don't want to make it too strong, too spicy, just put half of it. Take the seeds out if you like to cut the spice out. Very easy dish. Okay, I wanted to turn that off because I don't want to overcook the shrimp. And now that it's nice off, I'm also going to add the cheese, the cream cheese, the catupiry, you know, requeijão style. And we'll make it nice and creamy. Like to finish with fresh lime juice. And citrusy is always good to add to your food because it enhances flavor. It's not about having the citrusy flavor to the food, but actually you can taste more once you add it, like a vinegar or a lime juice or a lemon juice. And of course, lots of herbs. So I have here parsley and coriander. You can just add parsley if you want, just coriander if you want. The traditional way is just with coriander, but I like both. And I also like lots of spring onions. So I'm gonna add this too. And that's it. Now we're going to assemble the escondidinho. We are going to hide the shrimp between the layers. That's what the name comes from, right? So just a little bit of olive oil in the pan just to not stick and help that. Then you can just move it around, you know, you can just scrub it with your fingers, it's fine, or with the paper towel, whatever. What I like to do is just a little bit of the cassava puree in the bottle. You don't want a very thick layer, okay? Just like a thin layer. Guys, so it was in the oven for about 25 minutes with the grill on at 200 degrees. And after you take it off the oven and just let it rest for 5-7 minutes, so all the juices will it's loose on it, right? And then the cassava will reabsorb the juices and will be nice and creamy without too watery. Same thing for lasagna. If you make lasagna, you do the same thing, okay? So, yeah, so nice and crispy. All right, let me give it a try and a bite. Very nice, creamy, a little bit spicy, just the right amount. Guys, very nice. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to like my videos and comment below. Ciao!